Alright guys, welcome back to Nifty Network. Today we have a Q50 in here, and I'm going to show you how to remove your radio screen and also your center console, all this bezeling right here, and also the navigation screen up top. So let's get to it. Alright, so to get the radio out, we have to get all this bezeling out first. So first things first is we're going to get the shift knob out. Just get a flathead under there, pop the boot down. You're going to see a little silver clasp, and when you're popping this thing out, it can go flying, so make sure your thumb is behind it so you don't lose it, because when you put it back together you need that. Once that's out, that's the retainer clip for the shift knob. Shift knob comes off, put that to the side, and then there's going to be these two padded pieces. Start on the back side by the armrest and pull like to the doors. So we're going to pull these out this way, and then once you get to the top one, on this hand I had pressure pulling back, so when I got the last one out, it slides out basically this way. You can see all of them actually have the same angle, but I've found it easier to pull back on this one and then towards myself to get these last two. Alright, so that one's out. We'll do this way. Same thing. Pull out towards the door and back, and it comes out that way. And then, let's see here. Next, we're going to get the cup holder out. And these all just pop up. You really don't need many tools until we get this off. So we'll pop the back of this up first. Come on. And just don't be pulling really hard in one spot. Kind of work your way around, because it's all just with clips. So you get the back part done first. And then this one pulls towards you, like so. So you can see all those angles are going straight down. But you need to get, this one has a hook on it, and that's why I pull towards myself and up at the same time to get that out. That is going to expose the center one right here. So start in the back. You're going to lift straight up. But don't pull too hard on this one, because you got two Phillips heads, one right here, and you got one right here. And then once you get to this part, in order to get this out, you have to get the car into the farthest back gear as possible, which would be drive in our situation. I'll give you a couple options right here. So if you have a pick, slide this down in there, and it will engage the override to shift this. So you can shift it back that way, or so you can see it's not moving. If you don't have a pick small enough, which a lot of people don't, if you reach right here, see on the front of the, on the side of the shifter, reach between the ashtray and the top of the shifter, go right in, and there's a little lever that you press. So you do that, and you can also get it into gear that way. Once it is all the way in drive, just pull back slowly. And there are going to be electrical connections on this, so don't be yanking with all your might. We have, looks like we have 4 plugs to undo. So there's one that goes from the shifter right here, kind of wraps around, and then it clips into there. So just press down on the top of that, and it'll come out. And then we'll work our way up there. That one comes out. And then there's going to be 2 back here. There's one. And there's the other one. And on all these, there's going to be push release tabs. So just find them and press on them. And then the shifter bezel is out. And now we have, we can also put that back in drive, or park. We're going to have to take these 2 off. So now that we have these 2 unscrewed on each side, just lift up and don't pry really hard, because you'll snap it right here. What I like to do is I'll open up a little bit, slide this under here, and just twist the flathead so that it works its way up and you're not gonna break it. Same thing with up here. So I'm using the dash a little bit to pry off of, but I also don't want a dent right here. So just pry your way up. There is a clip. Here, I can actually probably show it. So we have a clip at the very top corner and we have a clip, looks like right next to the hot button on the temperature control. So that's where you know where to pry from, I guess. You could go right next to the temp control right there. And then once that's out far enough, you'll be able to slide that out. We'll go to the other side. And we're going to pry from the same area to see if it comes out even easier. So the temperature control switch right here, we're going to go right next to the top, or to the hot button. And we're just going to pry out like that and pull straight back to you, and it'll come out. That works a lot better, actually. Okay, don't need that open. And now we have the radio bezel. It can come out. So there's 2 screws on the bottom. Once those are out, the whole screen comes out. And you don't want to like pull super hard on this, but it will have some sort of separation on there. Also, the top frame right here, you need to pull down and out when you're doing this, because you can see those little tabs, and you pull down so you don't break those. Then you're going to get this out of your way. Don't scratch your screen unless you're replacing it. And there's going to be, I'm going to turn it this way, but there's going to be 3 clips on top. I'm just trying to get it a little easier for you to see. Can you see okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's going to be 3 clips. Get your flathead, push that down in there. There's one. I said clips, I meant to say electrical connections. Don't roast me. There's your second one. And there's your third one. And there you go. So I showed you how to get the radio faceplate out. If you have to change this, the actual unit itself, all it is 4 screws, and then the navigation screen is 2 screws. We'll start with the navi screen just because it's on top. So you're going to see a metal bracket. Get the 2 tabs on the inside if you're just trying to replace that. So once you have, where did that on? Oh, it's right there. Once you have that out, you're just going to lift at the bottom of the screen. This should come out very nicely to you. Comes out like this, and then we're going to have a couple connections up top. So we'll put the flathead in there, give it a little twist. We're not trying to break the clips. We're just trying to release the push tab. Oh, we got a bunch on this model. So it looks like we got a blue one, a black one, a brown one, a white one, a green one, and a black one. So we're going to start from passenger side and just there you go. Your navigation screen is out. And then going down to the radio, like the actual brain of the radio, I guess, or the CD player, or whatever you want to call it. It'll be right on the caption of the video, because that's Shane's job. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna get these 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this just comes straight out like so. If you want to, you can put this back into drive. Make sure your e-brake is set if your car isn't crashed like this one. And then we're going to tilt this as much as we can towards us. Obviously don't pull too hard to where you're going to cause damage to the wires or the connectors. And just work your way down. There's a bunch on the back of this one. So press all those release tabs. And on, I don't know why they do this, but on this model of Infiniti, this Q50 I guess, all the push tabs are on the bottom, so you can't really get to it with a flathead. You have to reach under it with your fingers. I guess you might be able to get to it here, but I don't know why they do that. Why can't they just do it all the same direction? So I'm prying off of the radio box right here and just kind of going up with the flathead to release those tabs. And look, then they go this way again. So go in between there, pop that loose. It's like never ending. So like all those go that way, and then this gray one goes that way, and then there's this pink one that goes the opposite way, and there's another gray one right there. All right, this is how you remove the radio brain on a Q50.